So not long ago, there was rumors that were coming out that the Celtics were going to do a reunion. The 2008 Celtics team, Paul Pierce, Big Baby, Perk, Kevin Garnett, Rondo, and then it started to come out little by little. Ray Allen wasn't invited to this.
What about, I mean, this, first off, we know the 08 Celtics, right? But before we get into the details of this drama, I mean, you know, they had Big Baby, but they didn't have, I mean, it wasn't Shrek and Donkey, right?
Oh my God.
Come on, man, that was a storyline. You're gonna bring in Shrek, but not Donkey. I don't want to call him Donkey, but that's what they called him.
That's what they call. I don't blame us. It's what they called him.
I mean, Nate, come on, bring in Nate. That's a perfect roundup to the reunion.
They really should. They should have brought the whole team in there. I thought Doc was there. He gave Paul Pierce a wheelchair. Pretty funny.
So I guess to make it clear, of course. So NBA on TNT, there's a side, I guess, studio, Area 21.
I think it's in LA.
Is it? Oh.
KG lives in LA. I'm pretty sure he's in Malibu.
So Kevin Garnett's little sideshow where he gets to muse and say what he wants, which I like the idea of. Let's go on this quick thing. I like the idea of it because the thing I always love is I want to see how NBA players, ex-NBA players, guys who maybe aren't playing right now because they just lost, how they sit in their couch and watch games and talk to each other. That's so interesting to me. You know, so because this is up now, you know who I would like to see every NBA playoff game with? Sit down. Maybe I'm gonna give you two guesses. He's still playing, but he's not playing this season anymore.
CJ McCollum?
No.
Because I thought he was brilliant.
CJ McCollum? Oh, really?
No. I gotta send you the one where.
I'm not saying because it's gonna be so intricate details, but because I want to see how he's watching the playoffs and what he's saying about everybody. No, that's a good one, but no. Last guess.
You want Matt Barnes?
No.
You want Matt Barnes?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh.
I want to sit down and watch every playoff game with Russell Westbrook. I want to see him watch the Warriors play the Rockets. He doesn't like either one of those teams. I want to see who he's rooting for.
You could call it the realest NBA show.
Yes, I will. So anyway, because Area 21 has this feel because they got couches, they got random little props up, and KG has absolutely no lines he's told to say. He's not reading a teleprompter.
There's a cuss button.
He's just sitting there talking. And half the time you're like, what is he talking about? But that's the good part. So anyway, they had their reunion of the 08 Celtics of 5 different guys. As you mentioned, Perk was a Big Baby.
Rondo,
Pierce, and of course KG is there. And they got talking about why Ray Allen wasn't invited.
Because you love this.
They basically said, "Hey, we know NBA on TNT responds to Twitter followers."
Yes, they do.
And so they said, "Hey, ask us anything." I saw when they did that. I said, "Don't ask them any. Don't say that because they're going to ask you anything. And if you ignore the question, it's going to be even larger looming over your head."
You came to me yesterday and you actually said right before you're like, "Can we please talk about the Ray Allen Celtics?" Like, I need to talk about this. I'm so excited. Like, of course.
I love this stuff. This is the exciting natural part about the excitement of professional sports. It's not to be manufactured. Oh, who's that rival? Oh, you see what happened? This is real life stuff.
And that's what KG was saying. We actually have about 45 seconds in the NBA on TNT. Here is what KG was saying at first, and then why Paul Pierce seems to have moved on, but made it very clear as to why they were hurt.
You know how you want to address something. You know, people don't understand that this is real life for us. You know what I'm saying? And the situation with Ray is very sensitive. You know. And I think that when we all talked about doing this reunion tour, we was talking about, you know, guys to be considered loyal and part of this group. Just being honest, my 2 cents, man, when Ray decided to go to the Heat, I feel like he moved on. And he went to pursue another ring, and he got another ring, shout to him. And that's it. You know, it wasn't no other Wizards, it wasn't no other Spurs, it wasn't no other Heat, it wasn't nobody, it was all Celtics invited to this. If anybody got anything, just
I'm gonna just say this,
Go ahead, bro.
I was initially hurt by the whole way everything went down. Like, I don't have no beef with none of my teammates or nothing. I was just hurt on how it went down, how, you know, we all came together, we talked about it, we talked every day, we hung out all the time, and then that's what I was hurt by when Ray didn't just at least give us a heads up about it, and then it was just like to go to the team. I think I would have even took it better if he has just talked to us about it. I don't know how his relationship was with Doc.
I want to simplify this for pretty much everybody who wants like the too long didn't read version. What it very much seems like to me is 2012, they're staying together, and Ray Allen just didn't make any phone call. He just said, or it came out, maybe not even from Ray Allen himself, he's going to Miami Heat. Maybe they read the reports. Maybe they saw the news come through that says Ray Allen signs with the Heat. And that was it.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's one of the things you always hear athletes that maybe are traded complain about. When they're traded and then they feel like they've given several years, many years, a lot of times to an organization, and the front office just sends them off and they find out watching ESPN in their hotel room and they have a game that night, you know?
That's actually how Comey found out he got.
Right, exactly, right?
Somebody said it was behind him.
While he was talking with his staff in Los Angeles.
Could you imagine?
So I think actually
that's happened in baseball, it happens in football, it happens in basketball regularly.
Yeah.
Just if it's not Ray Allen's name, it's not a big of news, but when Nene gets traded, or if we
so
just
that's one of the things
clip,
that players hold against organizations, front office people that do stuff like that. I think Perkins was one of the guys when he got sent to Oklahoma City. I think he went to Oklahoma City after this. He found out and he's like, those are some of my best friends. Those guys were in my wedding.
Yeah.
And I get traded and they don't even let me know. Like they always have to give the
business people.
Yeah,
forget.
like it's a business. Yeah, you can understand it's a business, but you know what? Business people also speak to each other. You know?
Yes.
So you don't have to be, you don't have to go in the cover of darkness and go behind someone's back. So on this flip side, Ray Allen, they felt did a similar thing, except it was in his control. Because I'm a big believer in you do what you want. I love free agency for pro athletes because they weren't afforded that back in the day. So when you have free agency, you can do whatever you want, and you get to control your destiny. You get to control where your kids go to school, how often you see them, and what state they're living in. Partially what your decision is. I don't see anything wrong with it. Which I think the criticism that came from these guys, which I think they got majority criticism for, oh, these grown-ass men are crying like babies because a guy decided to go away. No, they did seem to be crying, but they made it very clear. This has nothing to do with his decision to do what he wanted. They can be upset about it. Listen, you can do what you want. But we felt we were closer than that you could at least tell me, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. Remember when DeAndre Jordan was gonna go, he basically was damn near, had the pen in his hand ready to sign with the Mavericks in offseason?
And they barricaded the door in
Chris
Dallas.
Paul, I'm not even sure if Doc went, but Doc was part of along the organization of it. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, all of them went down to Houston, I think, because he's from Houston, and kept him in there all night playing cards, taking pictures online. That's like, and it drawn him back into the team. So there's reality to the way this works, and they just wanted that opportunity. I don't see anything wrong with them wanting that, but I do think, lastly, it's been long enough.
Right,
it's been long enough now. Get over it.
Time heals all wounds.
Yeah,
we've known that. It seems like Paul Pierce has been very quick to bury the hatchet now. He says he's made his point. He knows what it is, and he'll move on. I have to say though, if Ray Allen did this the right way and just said, "Look, guys, I'm breaking up with you. It's not you, it's me," and then went to Miami, it probably would have saved him from, or maybe all of these guys from having any bad blood in the first place. But Ray Allen made the right decision. Those Celtics got knocked out of the playoffs in the first round that following year without Ray Allen. And one of the things that never
maybe because they didn't have Ray Allen.
Well, one of the things that they never seem to bring light to is who did the Celtics bring in before Ray left in free agency? They brought in Jason Terry.
I totally forgot about that.
They brought in Jason Terry, and Ray Allen probably felt, I can't speak for the man, that, well, there goes half of my usage for the team. Don't forget, right? And again, the craziest thing with Ray Allen is we remember him so much for those Celtics teams and the Heat and that shot in Game 6 and being the corner three-point god, the splash father, all these things. Ray Allen in his first 7-8 years in the NBA was a unbelievable talent at attacking the rim, passing. He did so much for the Supersonics, so much.
Yeah.
And not just the Supersonics. I'm missing another team in there. It was just the Supersonics, the Bucks. And he was dominant for both those teams. And then he took a reserved role in a big three. And again, the other thing I always have to remind people of is LeBron was not the creator of the big three. KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen got together, and that was the start of this, do you need a big three to win a championship? Actually, if you really want to go back, fair enough, Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan, the OG big three.
I mean, you probably got Lakers and Celtics in the 80s.
Shaq.
There were big threes.
Kobe.
Shaq, Kobe, and
Robert Horry.
Horry, I guess Horry's the third. Yeah. They had a big five in LA.
Havlicek, Bird, and I'm missing one, McHale.
Yeah, and then what? Magic, Kareem.
They were all right.
Who's your third? I mean, again, these guys had 5 great players.
Corey
so it's
Maggette. Could do that. Who else is on? Sean Livingston before the injury, and missing missing one from.
So
Nate, Dan, your favorite Clipper, 2003, 4, 5 era. Who? Lloyd Rock. Favorite Clipper. All right.
Is there such a thing?
Comment below. What do you think about the? It's like, what's the song? Oh, the last thing, just so we have it in there. Ray Allen claims his Facebook got hacked after he posted this picture. His representation said it came from an unverified page, so he actually might have some weight to it being hacked, because now my Facebook or social media got hacked has very little weight to it.
Absolutely.
So just really quick, those last two elements, because there's a picture of him kind of like guarding up against Rondo. The power to push limits, and then right afterwards, leave it to the representation. Allen's representative, whatever, told Bleacher Report that the image and text posted was from a fake Ray Allen Facebook page. Rachel Nichols later said she was told by Allen's publicist that his verified page was hacked. Facebook unverified the page. God forbid.
Doesn't matter.
Comment below.